9. Today we will discuss about the file IO or hardware resources. In this session we will learn how can we control the file IO input output program. In this session we will learn how can we create a file in our hard disk, how can we create a folder, how we can reuse that file and folder, and how can we store the data inside the file. All these things will understand in today's topic. Coming to their PC, go there where you had created that folder and now create a new folder, day 11. Day 11. Now open a LabVIEW. When you will come and you will get this, when you will open this LabVIEW, so you will get this getting started window. Now place and create a new VI. Right click on the block diagram. When you will right click on the block diagram, you will get a function palette. In this function palette, you will get a functions, structure, function, okay, structure, functions, comparison. So in this function palette, you will get structure, numeric, comparison, file IO. Now when you will open this file IO, so you will get this, okay, you will get all this command. These commands are indicating the file IO. These are the high level VI. These four are high level VI. For high level, why it's these are the high level VI? Because you can access and configure this VI. You no need to write any code programmatically. And these are the low level VI. Now we are talking about the hardware and resources. Means resources. A resource will be an addressable file. A resource will be an addressable file. A hardware device. A resource will be an addressable file and hardware device. Any controls or internet connected any hardware. Okay. Uh, object which we can control or which we can connect or program by our port, by IP address, okay, by the location. So these are the resources. So we can easily control the resource. We can develop a code. Using the code we can store our data. We can log different kind of the files. Let's start with a very basic program. Now in this file IO, there is a one function. The function name is open, create and replace. Then the close function is there. Take a open, create and replace function. Then take a close function. Then take a write text file function. So these are the low level VIs. These are very specific low level VIs. You can use this low level VI. You can use this low level VI to create your data logging. Now this function has open, create and replace. Suppose you have pre-written any program, so you can open that text file. If you want to create a new, so you can use the same. If you want to replace any file, so you can use this functions. Okay. Now when you will right click and you will touch the function, so you will get to know open an existing file, create a new file or replace an existing file programmatically or interactively using the file dialog box. The function does not work to file inside the LLB or file inside an library file. Now here I'm going to close this one. These are the my write file. Using the write file, opening a existing file, sorry, write a string on an array of a string as a line of a line as a lines to a file. This function does not work of files inside the LLB. Okay. Now, these are the two different programs. These programs are responsible to create the particular path. Right click, come into the string and path, come into the file path, take a controller and make a connection with this file path. String path. Then in a referendum out, connect with the referendum out, make a connection, then error out. Right click, create indicator. If any error will occur, so the system will let us know the error is coming or error is popping. When the error will pop up or come up, or when the error will generate, occur. At the end, this error indicator will display the particular error. Now, if I will try to run the program, so it's getting a write to text file, okay, constant on wire or bed terminal. So error is here. Right click, create a control. It is the generic and it is a way to write a code. It is a programming line to create a file and store a data, to create a file and store the data in our computer. Run the program. Now you can see here we are getting the error. Whenever the error will propagate, it will pass the error from one by one and it will terminate the entire error. So now here error is because the file is not available. Here I can save the file. Let's right click, save the program. Day 11. Inside the day 11, write text file. Write text file. Now here I am going to write NITES Nitesh PRADHAN Pradhan. Control R. Still I am getting the error. Why? Because file is not written. Click here and try to create a file. If I will try to create a file, okay, new text file. Okay. So now it's saying the file is not found. There is no file is available. So always you have to remember these things and you have to do it every time in your practice. Whenever you want to create a new file programmatically, you have to click on this browse option. This portion is the browse option. This portion is browse option. You have to click on this browse option and you have to come into the browse option. Now you have to change it. Selection mode should be the file or folder, new or existing. File or folder, new or existing. Then you have to press OK button. Now click here. It will redirect you anywhere, but you have to find a proper location. New dot new text dot txt. New text dot txt. Okay, save here. Look at here. Here I am going to show you inside the day 11. I will keep this file right side. Inside the day 11. Inside the day 11, if you will see here, file is not available. Nitesh Pradhan is working today. Run the program. Still we are getting one error. Still we are getting one error. And where we are getting the error, let's try to check it. Run the program. Here we are getting the error. Why? because what is the operation mode that is not defined? What is the operation mode that is not defined? This function is responsible to create a file, and this function is responsible to log the data inside the file. This portion of the function is responsible. These two are responsible for log the data into the file. These two functions are responsible to create a file or create a file in a proper location. And this up okay, and this function will check the error and it will display the error. Now, but here this function has multiple works: open, create, and replace, and which task the particular system has to perform. That's we now need to configure. So for that, we don't know any idea. We don't have any idea. So create, right click, create a constant. When you will create a constant, so a enumerate constant will appear here. And in this enumerate constant, you will get various options: open or replace, create, open or replace or create. So I am going to click a replace or create. After creating this replace or create, after this replace and create, if I will try to write a program, now you can see here it's generated one text file. If you open the text file, so it will let you know Nitesh Pradhan is working today. Now here I am going to write one more thing: date, date 07/05/4. Let's double check. Now you can see here why and what we are doing. The After this program, okay, here the system is replacing my old file. The system is replacing my old file. If I will change it, ni ni is now not ni. Ni is now not ni. Control and run. Now you can see it's updated. Always is replacing and it's creating a new file. So for that, it is a program. Okay, to write a text file. Now here I am going to change something. Here I am going to change something. Sorry, letter I have to change. Come to the new VI. Save it. Right click, come into the file IO. Take open, create and replace. Take a close program. Take a read text file. Read the text file. Earlier we had designed a program where we were writing the text file. Make a connection like this. It's same like as earlier. Okay. Now right click, come into string and path. string and path. Come to the path, file path. Right click, create an error. Create an error. Hmm. Come here. This two, these two functions are responsible here to make accessible any file. And using this text file, we can read that particular text file. These two will make accessible to that particular file. Let's try to run the program. We are getting an error. Let's try to browse that particular new text file. We are not getting any error. Program is executing very well. Right click, create constant. Right click, open the label. These are the operations. In place of the operations, I want to take okay, open or create. Open only. Open. Run the program. Now you can see inside this location here my file are available. Now if I will run the program, so let's see, everything is correct and we are not getting any error. Take string indicator and try to check the data. So it is a way we can easily read our file. Suppose what is communication skill? Okay, here I am going to copy and come here, double click. Here I am going to save communication skill. Save it. Close it. Run. Now you can see here we are easily able to read the data from our stored location. Can I count the length? Can I find how many times C is available? Praveen sir, you are joining me every day. So can I write a program to count how many times C is available? So how I will write a program? So for that, first I will take uppercase function here, which will convert my value into the uppercase. Then I will take a case structure. Try to understand what I am trying to do. This loop should run n number of times, and n is defined by the length of the string. Take this value. Now here it is string. It is string. It's string. That's why the string is coming directly. It is not array. This loop will run 270 times. And each and every time using this function will break down. We'll use string subset and we will try to break down our string. Offset will be increased from 0 to 269. Constant will be the length. Length should be 1. Clear? Try to remind the 2 days ago's our program when I explain, okay, over using of the code or functions. Take a string. In this string, we'll enter the in this string using this string we'll enter the particular value which we want to count. Right click, come here. Right click, come here. Convert it into up converter, uppercase. Make a connection like this. Clear, sir? Right click, come here. Take a comparison. Whatever the output will come, we'll compare it. For every true cases, it will convert true into the 1. Add all, or create a array. And now add all array elements. Come here. Let's try to call C. 8 times C 8 times. C is present in this structure 8 times. If you want, so you can check where and how. 8 times, 8 locations C is available. A, capital C check 8 times. A, 18 times A has been come. If you want, so you can break down each and every logic. It's not a very long program. It's a very small concepts. So it is a way you can read the file. Here, can we read any document file? Let's come in document. Take a document file. Okay, we are not able to read our text file. No matters. Let's try to take one more file, text file, normal text file, follow off. Still, I am not able to read the follow up file. So we cannot easily read the document file. Now, open your previous program. Come to the day 11, write text file, open it. Now, using this text file, I can read and I can write anything. I can write anything using this text file, right? Here I am going to use the program. Look at here. ni.doc. Save it. ni.doc I had created. Come into the okay and open the location. Now, what is the communication skill? Let's take what is the communication skill. Copy and paste here. Run. Let's try to open. Yeah, we can create our text file. Sorry, doc file using this program. Dot pdf ah we can, but it can't work. Now here I am going to close the program. Sorry. What will happen if we can try to suppose here I am writing one program. Look at here. For loop, create constant 100. I am taking divide function here. I value divide with the I value divide with 1000. Sorry, with 10. Now there is beautiful function inside the LabVIEW which I want to use. Right click, scroll down, you will get mathematics, elementary, trigonometry, sine. Now, suppose let's take waveform graph. If I want to store this data, I want to store this data. So for that, I have to remove this one. Then right click, come into the string, convert it into the fractional. Right click, come into the string, Okay, in the block diagram here, in number conversion, in number conversion, you will find the number string conversion, count to numeric here, numeric to decimal, octadecimal, octa, fractional string, exponential, fractional string. Make a connection like this. Fraction, okay, precision, precision, create constant. After decimal, only three values. Now, here I am going to create a new data dot xlx. Save it, run the program. If we didn't get any error, okay. What is the extension for Excel? Mm, XLSX. New data dot XLSX. Save. Run the program. Come here. New data. We didn't get the data. Let's try to check. New data dot CSV. Run. In that way, let's see if we are getting the data or not. Yeah. Now you can see here we are getting the proper data. Hmm. So these are the few data types where which we can programmatically create and control. Suppose I want to put some more data before this one. Okay. Have you remember our previous program? Let's try to open. I think day 5. Polymorphic array no. In a day 7. First project. In a day 8 and 9. Loop. A while loop. Day 10. No. So where the program is? Polymorphic array build object count 5. Okay, let's check here. We have written one wonderful program, cluster. Yes, this cluster program, remember this cluster program. Right click. I am going to right click all the program. Okay, all this program here I'm going to write, create. It is by our pre-written program. We already know. Control A, Control U, sorry, Control Z, Control A, edit, create sub VI, double click, one input, two output is possible. This one, save here, save as sub VI. I'm going to save it inside the 11 CLUS cluster sub VI. Close all the program. Close this project also. Save all. Right click, come here, select a VI. This function we had earlier written. Create constant, create control. Okay, right click, come into the file IO, write text file, make a connection like this, make a connection like this. String indicator is here, string output. After that string output, I want to put one more things. Look at here, concatenate. I am not explaining more. I expecting your questions. Not today. You can ask tomorrow also. So why we have done and all. I will explain. Create, right click, come here, new and in the line. So what I am trying to write and trying to do after this program, I will explain. Control B, Control B, Control T. Here, in this program, I am writing here the name NITSN PRADHN Pradhan, location Delhi, sensor net, okay, strain, today's date, set today's date time, okay, sampling rate 51K, calibration, yes, data.1txt, come into the file. Let's check, run the program. Date new data.1txt. Look at here. We have registered this information everywhere. Okay, now you can see if I will wrap up. Now you can see here, I am able to store my this information. I failed to store proper information in a correct order, correct manner, but still I had, okay, I was able to store that particular data in a proper manner, okay. But now you can see I am able to store using this program, using this portion of this program, using this cluster. I am collecting all the data. What data I am collecting? I am going to close this program. What data I am collecting? I am collecting few data. These data I am collecting. These data I am collecting use this portion. After that, this portion is creating a new line to join this data. After this one, this is this one. Can I use this line here? No, I cannot use. Can I use just just control B? Can I use this statement here in place of the entire this cluster statement here? No, I can't. I can only insert and save the numeric data. Sorry, string data. Sir, getting my point? Please try this program at your home. Come tomorrow and ask your queries. Last example which I am going to explain today. In this example we have seen today. In this example we have seen till today we had created every day. We had manually created this folders. I want whenever you will start your day, you can you should able to create your file folder and everything based on your date, time and second. Right click, create a project, sorry, create a new vi. Let's create a new vi. Try to save it. Save. Okay. Automatic file and folder. Press Ctrl T. Okay, so for automatic file and folder, we need some special functions. So for that, right click, come into the file IO. In this file IO, you will get file constant. You will get this file constant. Click this file constant. Okay, default directories, application directories. Take the application directories, open the label, and try to find out the output. It will give you the information that particular location where you had saved your VI. Now you are creating your library. Now I want to add something. I want to build a path here. I want to use that particular, it's my application directory. I want to build a path here, and the particular path should be output of format date and time. Format date and time. Create constant %d %b sorry %b percent y %small d. Now what should be a final path? Now here, come into the advanced function. Advanced. Here, In file IO, you can see advanced here. How can you get the file IO here? Advanced. In this advanced, check if file, check if file or folder exists or not. Let's check here. From where it will check? It will check from the particular location. On that particular location, your file is available or not, it will check. Suppose it will check. Suppose it will check, then we can pass the file directory as it is. Suppose it is true, already available, then pass the path here. Suppose it is not available, then come here. If not available, suppose that particular folder is not available, then create a folder. Create folder. Okay. Now come here. I'm going to close this program. Come into the program here. Run. Are we getting any file and folder here? Let's try to check it. Error is here. Error is here. What is the error? We need to check the particular error. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here, come here. Let's change it. Let's change it. Now you can see here, we are easily able to create one folder. In this way, we can easily able to create a folder. Suppose you want to create this folder based on your time, date, and second. Space percent capital H percent capital M percent capital S. Run. Now, before this, if I want to data log run data log. Clear? Now here I am going to remove this portion, lower segment. Day. Okay. Just keep it simple. Now come into the block diagram. Right click. Come into the file IO. Open, create and replace. Close file or write text file. Okay, make a connection like this. Mhm. And if I will try to write a program here properly, so we'll get one error. I'm going to show you the particular error. Sorry, create control. If I will try to write a program here, run, let's check the error. We are getting the proper error. What error we are getting and why? Let's check it. After that we are getting the error. Why? Can anybody explain? Because here we are not defining the file name. Same here I can take. Build a path. Make a connection like this. Right click, come here. Concatenate string. Create control or constant. Let's take constant. Data log percent %h slash percent %m percent %s. Create constant, create control. Constant or replace indicator. Run. Okay. Now you can see here our this program has created the proper file inside this one, but the extension is not available. So now I am going to complete the program. Here I can .txt new NID yes it is run hmm, data log. Okay, in place of data it's when the new Nitish. Let's try to data log. Hmm. Now you want to make it more specific. Nitish, I want to go with this. I don't need means I need more specific things. Suppose let's take a enum. Let's take enum rate dot txt dot doc dot p uh, dot doc dot xlsx dot xlsx. You want to do more, right? Yes, dot csv in place of xlx csv, right? Edit item text 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 item document Just a second. Document ex. Okay, we have three items. Is these are the file type. If you want, so you can change the file type. File type. Or right click, come here, take a string constant, put here, right click, change to array, increase the array. Okay, now .txt .doc .csv, right click, come here, index array functions, place here, remove this one. Mhm. Open this one. Now doc text file, run, new data log file with the same name, new Nitish, document. Okay, Excel. I think all of you have learned about this concept very well, okay, before today's session, and I know how this particular function works. All right, sir, Praveen sir, I hope we had earlier discussed. Already, earlier already we have discussed these functions. Already we have discussed this function. Already we have discussed these functions. Many times we have used these functions. Today we have learned, okay, we have practiced this function two times. This true, okay, these functions use of this. We have worked two times. Sorry, yesterday, day before yesterday. So as I mentioned, here we are not, here we will not use any specific thing. Whatever we will use in a basic, we will use same logic and concept to develop our code, our program. Okay, if you want, so you can write this code, you can practice, definitely, okay, and it's for done. Please practice. Come tomorrow, ask your questions. We'll discuss. Yeah, I am recording.